Final Shape is right around the corner, and today Bungie dropped a ViDoc that we're going to watch on Becoming Legend, and it's supposed to give us some insights of Final Shape that we haven't seen yet. Ready, set, go.
And Tyson, take one marker.
There's a line that emerged in Destiny 1 that wasn't planned for, but is very deliberate by the person who put it in the game, and is very resonant for Destiny players, and resonant for me as a person. And that line is, Guardians make their own fate.
That was well said.
That still
oh my
gives
gosh,
me
they're gonna
goosebumps.
make me cry!
For me, that has sort of become a touch point for the Destiny story. Again and again, external forces come and try to impose a fate upon you and humanity. And again, you show them that they can't do that.
What is this?
We make our own
I was planning on
fate.
crying today.
That's not just a powerful theme of Destiny, it's also a powerful theme for us as people, as both developers and as humanity. We make our own fate.
That was so well said. Like, even every employee behind this game are growing with, you know, this entire game, creating it. I'm sure there goes a lot on their end. That was really well said. Oh my gosh, this got me so emotional. What? Oh man, it is so freaking awesome and cool to see like some behind the scenes of them. You know, like they make a lot of videos, and you know, a lot of these employees are behind cameras, or sorry, are in front of cameras. And it's really cool to like see how they feel about the game and the upcoming stuff, and how they've experienced being part of making this game. And that was, man, that almost made me sad. All right, let's keep going.
When you're talking
man.
about 10 years of story, there's a lot of stuff crammed in there, and there's a lot of things that we could do and could talk about. But as storytellers, the hardest part isn't coming up with the ideas, it's knowing which ones are the important ones.
Ooh.
We want to tell stories.
It is also so cool to see the behind the scenes. It might not be much, it might just be a little, like, few clips here and there, but like, I don't know anything about how to create a video game, and it's just really, really cool to see a little bit of behind the scenes of my favorite game, seeing how they organize stuff, how, you know, they show concept art, they show art or ideas that they've had for storylines or missions, and how they just drew it on a whiteboard without like any colors or anything added to it, and stick figures and stuff like that. It's really cool to see how these ideas come to life.
That makes you, the player, feel like all of that time that you invested, we saw you, and we want to give you the experience that you've been waiting for.
We looked at everything we had, we laid it all out, like whiteboards and like everything.
Oh wow.
We were trying to look for a theme that felt resonant, not just for this story, but for Destiny as a whole. And the theme that we kept coming back to was purpose and fate. And that's what this story is about, not just for ourselves as the player, but also for our characters.
I used to think I'd give anything to bring you back.
I cried quite a few times.
That was so good. Oh my gosh. We all love Lance so much to be voicing Sava, and it's so like it's such a well-picked voice actor to be taking over Saval. It's so freaking awesome. That was really good. Oh my gosh, I'm about to cry even more.
Doing those scripts because I treated it with the love of a fan. Every time I opened a script, I was like, what would I want to see? What would I want to hear?
You get to see their emotional journey, the struggle of how do we defeat the witness?
But what if I don't want to defeat him? Don't tell me when I said that.
Bring an end to your futile exertions.
The witness
you guys see
sees
those
itself
pyramids?
as the one true God. So it's come to the Traveler because it needs the tower of the Traveler's light to finish this vision.
Its goal
Venom!
is salvation.
Venom!
Why don't you want that?
Be reborn.
Our mission is to make sure that we can prevent it from getting the light, the thing that it needs, in order to
I'm kidding.
make it all happen.
It's finally
that was
confronted the Traveler, and here we are, thorns in its side, a blip on its radar, trying to make a difference.
You're gonna speak to the witness, and the witness is gonna shine a light on some things, and you wonder, like, what would it be like? What would it be like to be a disciple of the witness?
Yes. Wait. Please tell me we get a glimpse in the final shape to see what it would feel like to be part of a disciple or to be part of the witness. Because how long have I been saying that I just would love to join a witness's side for no reason whatsoever? Who doesn't want to be a disciple? Wait, that's so cool.
Your guardian's use has yet to be determined.
Oh wow.
We're in need of a god killer.
Look at the wolves.
Every time you hear the witness, you're not just hearing one voice, you're hearing whispers in the background, you're hearing all of these other textures.
You're still resisting.
You can feel us up.
Why does that sound like the witness is trying to get us on his side? Which would make sense, right? Like, we're pretty dang powerful. He would try to get us on his side, which, again, yeah.
Subtext sometimes where the real witness comes through, or at least things that it doesn't want you to know about it come through.
There is only suffering!
Putting characters into pressure cookers
I'm
is what
scared.
storytellers do best. And I can't imagine a more intense pressure cooker than it's the end of the world. If we fail, everything is frozen forever, and only we can do it. It's just the handful of us inside of a god.
Oh. Man, when I say, like, this entire season has been a really long season, but it went by this fast for me. And I did not mind to have a long season, my honest truth. It just, I don't know, built so much more hype for Final Shape. The fact that, like, everything that I have played in the last few months has been leading up to this. I mean, even like since the past couple of years or multiple years, it's been leading up to this, and it's right around the corner. Like, you start realizing all these little things, you know, with Onslaught, you know, the witness is trying to slow us down and things like that. And it's just, this is crazy to know that, like, I've been playing stuff right now to get ready for Final Shape, and it's literally in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's
There were
beautiful.
a couple of themes that we had when we started on the Pale Heart. The two main ones that I remember were surreal and shattered to spire.
Seeing how they put a tiny little guardian at the beginning of this
concept art, I love this. They make like these little sketches and bring it to life. It is amazing to see like the before and after, and it's always so incredible. This is wow.
vast journey that's spreading out in front of you really put into perspective the scale that we needed to hit in order to make the Pale Heart look and feel dangerous and ambitious and vast.
When we were thinking of
Love
surreal
that.
things, it was a bit of a challenge because
Did you guys see those faces? Oh my gosh, this is about to be eerie. What?
how do you make something surreal? For me, is putting familiar things out of context. What is the thing when you turn the corner that you are not expecting? So
Abstract. That is so like, that sounds like abstract for me, and I am all for it. The last time we've seen a trailer, stuff was like upside down and characters were running upside down. I really hope that becomes a thing somehow in the Final Shape, because that'd be epic.
So that's when we play with scale, we play with unexpected things, repetition.
Wow.
There's this awesome piece of concept art that is like this
way.
massive ghost in the horizon, and you just like go over there and it's just like broken down in the middle, and it's just weird in a way that is unsettling but at the same time feels very visceral.
Another one that we used was body parts, and it sounds a bit strange because we didn't want to do
That's
body
epic.
horror. So I was taking screenshots from the game and just trying to find silhouettes and things that would look surreal. And I start replacing all the trees with hands. So all the limbs were made out of fingers coming out, and
eyes were on the floor.
Eyes were on the floor? That is too good. Look, like, that's literally abstract. Like, that is such an amazing idea. Wow, I've done some art in my life. Abstract was always difficult. This is amazing. Wait, this is actually so cool. Hands as trays. See, it is just so cool to be able to see one or multiple employees from Bungie just talking about how they came up with the idea and things like that. This is amazing.
And I do remember our direction was like that. Like, more hands.
Are there hands holding up the freeway in which we were born? Yes. You'll recognize it instantly, and then almost as quickly, you'll realize you've never been here before.
I definitely feel like there's some aspects of the Pale Heart where like, this is freaking weird and scary. I want to take that risk. I want to push a little bit of what expectations of a destination can be, and I hope that players love that.
As players progress, they get to see more influence of the Witness, not just on the Traveler, but also on the races that it's interacted with that we've seen so far.
Ooh, yes.
The Dread
I can't
are
wait.
a result of the Witness experimenting with the light. So while it's inside the Pale Heart, it's able to access the light as it's trying to siphon it. It is using that light to create and alter new and different combatants. And so
Wow,
we've
that's
encountered
cool.
some of these members before. Now we have a name for them.
The new Dread units, they're using a new language, collaborating with narrative. We went through and used this constructed language tool to generate different phrases and figure out like grammar structures and other things. The pyramid language that the new Dread units speak is actually translatable. So players, if they're really interested in figuring out what the pyramid units are saying, could decipher these. Kos yen itget, baktoku vakad. The
Wait,
husks
that's so
are an
cool.
interesting addition to Destiny because you've never fought anything like them before.
Does anybody know what that meant? Wait, that's so cool that you could like decipher it. I don't know how good I am with deciphering languages, but I'm so ready to see what people come up with when we run through this. That like, oh, they like this enemy was saying this and this was saying that. Like trying to figure out the pyramid language. The lore is gonna be off the roof.
We talked about, oh yeah, they need some big weapons. Like, it needs to look like this thing is serious business. They wanted a bit of a secondary unit on it, so like a 2-in-1. As the sketches were progressing, we were kind of like, oh, this feels like it's sentient. And we just love the idea.
We had all these different sound effects in our library of water bladders that make some really cool sounds when you're shaken. We used some sounds of slapping jello too. So that was kind of the foundation for the husk. We have all these real.
No way. I'm actually so happy this is in here. There was a conversation that came up probably a few months ago. I don't remember how we got to it, but I just feel like the employees that like make sound effects need to freaking get more hype. Like the amount of work they do to create sound effects is crazy to me. And like the more I play sometimes, the more I notice all these little sound effects that happen inside the game. It's incredible. And the fact that goes out as being that sound effect is, I don't know how that works.
Real physical sounds that come together and feels like an alien moving around in the stomach of this thing.
The thing is, now every time I hear that, I'm gonna think of the squishing the jam scene.
The collaboration between the different disciplines and the trust we have for each other. At the end, it comes out better than anybody could have made individually.
There's a moment where you realize, looking at the final shape, that it's not just a story about the Guardian's journey, it's also kind of the story of Destiny's journey. It starts in a place of uncertainty and challenge,
I'm gonna crack
and then it changes and evolves, and it proceeds forward into the unknown. And as you get closer to the final shape, those two experiences converge. We know where we're going, we know where we're aiming for,
I feel very confident about the love and the work and the thoughtfulness that everyone working on this release put into it. And I think it's inevitable that when people start going in and experiencing all these different things that make up this expansion, I think they're gonna see it.
I won't lose another soldier in this war.
Oh! The kick! The scream got kicked! Yeah, let's go! Frick the mini screams, although I like them. Oh my gosh, this was incredible. What? What a cool ViDoc. I literally cannot wait to set foot on this planet or this destination as well. I love the greenery. It is so fun and vibrant. And then the whole disciple stuff seems very eerie and all the abstract stuff, but I freaking love it so much already, even though I haven't even played it yet. Just from what I've seen, it looks incredible. And it's just really awesome for Bungie to post a video. Just to like see insights from workers, how they have created some of these ideas, how they came to these ideas, and willing to show it to us. It is also really cool for them to talk about their journey when working on this, because they are growing with this game as much as we are growing with this game, and the amount of like work and thought that goes into this game is a lot, and I am beyond excited for this to happen. Oh, and don't even get me started with Cade and Crow literally going to work together. I think that seems like such a smart move, and I did not see that coming. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm probably gonna rewatch this multiple times to see what else I missed. This was amazing. Tomorrow is going to be part 2 of the ViDoc. I'm excited to see what else they have to show us, and I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Thank you so much for coming in. I will see you in a future live stream on Twitch or in another video. Bye!